Johannes onto the wing, Isaac Mitchell, played well, we're a champ. But I want you to finish the game off for us. Isaac, Casey, across that half forward line, Casey, but you remember it's 4 against 5, they've got that extra person. We've just got to be on to them all the time. Look, that forward line there is good enough to take on 5 or 6 of them anyway. Casey, Angus, Sean, Riley, don't stop now, right? Callan and Tanner, Hen, we're a Hen, finish the job off for us well. Max, you do the same. Dylan, that what you've got.
Are they a chance, Mike?
This is what, Sandy Bay or us?
You boys.
Oh yeah, look, yeah, we're a dead, we're a good chance. What are we, 2 goals up, and I just think the game's starting to open up, Duff. So we'll just have to wait and see. Sandy Bay never take them too lightly though.
Welcome back to part 2 of the Great Footy Show, and Blair, that was a great insight to what a coach is thinking, what he's mulling over.
Just leaving the ground at 3/4 time there, he was confident of a victory actually. He didn't want to come across that way, but underneath I'm sure Mick Hibberd was very confident of a victory.
Yeah, I think he had a sneaking suspicion, like he said, the game was opening up, there's no doubt about that. Now Blair, I think we should now move straight on to game 3, and that was of course the Sandy Bay Lauderdale game in the under-16.
Big boys.
Yeah, the big boys start coming around. This was a repeat of last year's grand final, so there's a lot on the line here.
Same
Blair.
Result, was it?
A different result. Last year, Lauderdale happened to belt the living suitcase out of Sandy Bay, and there was revenge on offer, and I think that's what Coach Barwick said to the boys before the game, and they came out and they played a very good brand of football. How did you see the scores there,
Well,
Blair?
Sandy Bay, they kicked 14, 11, 95. The goal kickers, Ferguson kicked 3, Wright 3, Luck 2, Bailey 2, and singles to Berry, Brown, Shea and Willis. They're better players. Luck played a terrific game. Morton, Wright, Nichols, Miller and Devereaux. And for Lauderdale?
For Lauderdale there, I thought probably the best players were young Will Boddy, Braden Douglas and Brent O'Leary in his second game back were probably the best of that bunch. A couple of interesting things there, Blair, which you probably noticed. Young Sammy Wright kicked 3 goals for Sandy Bay, runs very nicely. Of course, he was recruited in the off-season from Lauderdale, so he's transferred over. He's actually backed a winner there.
Any
as far as
transfer fee involved in that, or just
just
open ticket?
Just a little bit of cash in the old kid's back pocket for coaching services there, Blair. Jack Luck, I love the way Jack Luck plays. He's a hard nut and he's a good ball player. He runs all day, fantastic engine. Apparently goes well at the cross country for Sandy Bay. For the losers there, young Braden Douglas didn't give up all day, and Lauderdale have got a lot to work with, given the majority of their team is under 15. So they should take a lot of heart from that and work on. But I'd suggest that Sandy Bay are pretty warm favourites as far as the flag is concerned. There's no doubt about that. Well, that's that game covered. I think it's only time for, now last week, Blair...
My favourite segment.
Your favourite and everyone's favourite. Last week we didn't have it on and fair dinkum, didn't we cop it? It's back. Let's cross now to Hoppy's handball. Well, here we are at Queenborough. The Hutch TV internet nearly went in meltdown after last week from dropping Hoppy's handball. So through your request, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are live at Queenborough Oval, ready for a very big competition. We've had a rugged game first up, and we've got the 2 of those combatants. We've got the inter-club rivalry between 2 of the greats from Lauderdale under-14s. If we introduce them to you, Alexander Thomas, would you like to say g'day to his son?
G'day.
Oh, very nicely done. And Mean Dean Cook.
Hello.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, boys, how did you enjoy your game today?
It was wonderful, Hoppy.
Fantastic, and it was a really hard struggle down there.
It was.
But you just came out on top, and Cookie, I noticed you had a run round there. Son did a very nice job in defence.
Oh, I don't think that's right for Hoppy.
Well, boys, I saw you out in the field. You love a kick. I didn't see you do one handball, so here's your chance. Let's get up there and see how you go when we play Hoppy's handball. On the first target, on your mark, let's go, son. First one is, oi, the big 10. Just pretend it's Cookie's head, aim for his head. First one in's for 10. 7, 17. Keep a running count over there, boys. 17 so far. Can he get another 10? Pressure's on. Oh, I'll give you a 5 for that one. Very nicely done, though. There we go, Cookie. Just give hold of those footies, son. So what have we got? 22, Cookie. We'll give you 7 for that. 7. Oh, that was absolute dud. Give you 3 for that. Oh, big 10. Very nicely done. So I think the difference is 2 points. Alexander in front by 2 points. And that's all over. I thought we were going to go to the second round. Congratulations. That's very well done, Cookie. Very nicely done, son. Obviously, you have to practice your skills there at home. So there's our winner, Alexander Thomas, for the third Hoppy's handball.
Now, Hoppy, I've just had a look at the tape again. I think you've gone a little bit early on one of the calls. Now, poor old Dean Cook there, you caught him for about a 7 there, and the ball actually rolls down for a bullseye there. So, look, we've had Dean's parents on the phone. They're very concerned that you've awarded the competition to young Alexander Thomas there.
Yes.
So, as you can see there in the film there, the ball rolls through for a 10. So, we've got a problem, but you've got a solution for the prizes.
Well, it's a great solution, Blair. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I've called it a bit early. Hit the 7 and down she rolled. But tell you what you're going to get, boys. The 1877 from Mr. Cripps, the Master Baker. You're going to get the loaf each, but you'll need to bring the car in to carry it home. It's so heavy. Fantastic prize, so everyone's a winner. Now,
I'll be very happy with that, the boys. The loaf each. That's fantastic. Everyone's a winner here on the handball. Hoppy's handball competition.
No doubt about that. Now, we actually saw some vision there earlier of some of the coaching, a bit of an insight. Now, I want to note there, Blair, it's a very important thing. I mean, the kids are running around. We've got hundreds, if not thousands of kids running out. Coaching is a very important thing. Not only do you just have to be a volunteer to just put your hand up and move kids around, it's an important role. Now, some of the things, why is it you want to become a coach, and what is a coach meant to do for juniors, Blair?
Well, it's tough for the clubs, isn't it? Because they might have 15 different teams on. They've got 10 coaches that put up their hand immediately. They have to scratch around for the last 5 or so coaches. Now, I cannot stress enough the importance of coach education. Now, coach, if you're going to do the job, do it properly. That by means, go out, get some professional reading, just read some articles, go to the level 1 courses run by AFL Tas. They're sensational. Always, don't forget, kids, why do they play football? Well, they want to have fun, and they love the social aspects of it. Now, in the junior footy, it's not all about winning and losing. I cannot emphasise that enough. The kids out there, they want to have fun. Sure, they want to kick a goal, maybe score a few more goals in opposition, and enjoy that moment. Absolutely. But don't carry on after the games and things like that. So, coaches, the other thing about coaches, just coach. Get your team managers to do all the team sheets and order all the videos from Duffy and all that sort of stuff. Don't worry about any of that stuff yourself. You just coach and let your team manager worry about all those extra things.
A really good thing, Blair, I mean, and as Duff always introduced me as a former coach, it's a really good thing as far as the coach is concerned, wouldn't you say? You arrive at the ground, introduce yourself to the other coach, you know, get a rapport there, and you can decide what you want to do. Don't worry about the rules and regulations. You sort of, g'day Blair, how are you, mate? I've got a small kid, I've got a big kid, this chap can play here, can play there. You know, you work it out between yourselves, because like you've just said, Blair, we're here for the betterment of the kids. And another thing which is interesting as you watch kids, you might see kids kicking goal after goal after goal, and of course when they get to the under 16 level to be recruited, they're all pigeonholed in one position. So we were talking off camera before, Blair, about how it's most important to rotate players. How would you see that work out?
Well, it's very important at junior footy that kids at all levels get a chance to play in all positions, and that includes the back line, the forward line, and the midfield as well. If I go to my board here, you can see that young Harry here, if he sits in the back pocket all season, there is no way he's going to improve and get a better footballer. He needs opportunities in the midfield and forward line. So it's as easy as just rotating all the players down at each break. Yes. And you can see here the midfielders go to the forward line, the backs go into the midfield, and then the guys in the forward line drop to the back. So super important. And coaches out there, just judge yourself on the improvement of your development players, some of the players new to the game, not so much on your stars. Your stars are going to be stars when they came to you, so just judge yourself on how much your junior players improve.
Quickly on that rotation, I suppose it's as simple as, you know, you got a tall player in each of the groupings, maybe a little player, so they're all sort of matched up, so you know you've got a ruckman or whatever, so you just judge the heights and abilities.
That's right, you can put your shorts with the talls and work it that way. The other big point I wanted to just talk on quickly is training. Make every post a winner at training. Don't just turn up and go through the motions at training. Start with some really good partner work. One football between 2 players, lots of touches, lots of kicks, lots of handballs at the start, and then play a whole series of mini games. Do activities that actually look like the game itself on the weekend. So don't do things like kicking around in the square and all the parents out the front rolling the ball out and things like that. Actually do activities that look like the game. It's called game sense coaching.